Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. It is Thursday, February the 5th. And I wasn't planning on coming on until like tomorrow or maybe Saturday to talk about the Super Bowl, but so much happened yesterday, especially in the sports world, especially in the Philadelphia sports world. I wanted to jump on and give you put my 2 cents in there for what it's worth. Anyway, today happens to be shower with a friend day. I kid you not. There is such an actual day. Shower with a friend. Now, you could be friends with your dog, maybe your goldfish. So you could have a friend. But shower with a friend day? Whoever started that? How did that start? I don't know. But anyway, I guess have fun. I don't know. I guess you can get in trouble if like your neighbor is your friend. I'm not getting into it. Okay, do whatever you want to do. Okay. Well, let's start. The Sixers traded Jared McCain yesterday, promising little guard. Drafted him 2 years ago. People got all excited. Oh, McCain. He's got a great following on TikTok. He does cute little dances, and he paints his nails and all kinds of stuff. It's got a shtick. But, uh, as a player, the thing of it is, he hurt his knee, messed up his knee, was out most of the year, came back, wasn't playing very much, although he was in the rotation, had promise, good outside shooter, but he recently this year seemed to sort of last lackadaisical, lazy passes. In fact, just the other night, he plays with like the second unit, came on at LA. Sixers were playing the Clippers in LA. Makes this lazy cross court pass, Embiid, timeline. Clipper intercepts it, takes it down, scores unassisted, dunks. Embiid gets into Jeremy Kane. Like, harder pass. Why are you floating these little puff balls, balloons? Hard. Pass the ball hard, straight, hard. And McCain just laughed and go, oh, like he didn't really care. I don't know. It seems like he's a little bit on the lazy side. Maybe he's too much into social media. I'm just saying, and not enough committed to basketball. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason why the Sixers traded, right? I mean, he was a young guard. Why even draft a guy? Why even draft a guy if 2 years later you're going to just trade him? The Sixers got a first-round draft back, which they did not have this year. That's fine, to the credit, fine. Although the draft pick is probably going to be in the high 20s. So what kind of player are you really looking at? Whereas they drafted McCain 16th a couple years ago. And 3 second rounders, which aren't really worth much unless you package them with something else to move up in the draft. Maybe that's what the Sixers are going to do. I don't know. I mean, other people are thinking they made this move to kind of clear some salary to get underneath the tax, the luxury tax, which is kind of stupid because if they were going to do that, there's other players on their roster like Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry, even just sit there doing nothing that they could have cut instead of McCain. Plus, Josh Harris has all the money in the world, more money than God. And, he's worried about getting underneath the luxury tax. This is a man that owns 3 professional sports franchises: the New Jersey Devils, the Washington Commanders, and the 76ers. I don't know. I don't think that's the answer. They could be accumulating these draft picks. See, today's going to tell the day. If they don't make another trade by the end of today, Thursday, then they are screwed up because this may be the harbinger of another trade. There's all kinds of rumors out there. Sixers are going to get Giannis at Acapulco, the Greek freak. And what are they going to give up? The rumors are VJ Edgecombe, that young and up and coming guard. I'd hate to give him up. He's only 20 years old. But, if it's a chance to get Giannis, who is a generational player, he'd do it. He had a chance to win the NBA championship. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. But, we're going to know by the end of the team. If the Sixers make a bigger deal, then okay, you can understand the McCain trade. If they don't, then the Sixers made that trade basically just to get under the luxury tax, which you have to ask, what the hell? I told you this a long time ago. If you've been watching me a long time ago, Sixers need to clean house with the front office. They need to get rid of GM Daryl Morey. They need to get rid of this whiny coach. The owner needs to sell the team. He's got enough franchises. He's not paying enough attention to the 76ers. He's all worried about his beloved Commanders down in Washington. Until you start to develop a winning culture, the 76ers are always going to lose. Now they're doing well this year. They're on a 5-game winning streak when all this comes down. Joel Embiid said just the other day, he said, don't mess up the team. Don't go under the luxury tax and do something stupid. Well, they did. Not that, I think people have to relax on Jeremy McCain. He's not this superstar, okay? All these people are out there on social media. Oh, it's the worst deal. Oh, I hate the Sixers. Oh, go to hell. Go to hell. Oh, the Sixers, that's what? Terrible, terrible. Jeremy McCain is just a guy. He's just a guy. He's just an average guy. That's all he is. I mean, he hasn't even had a chance to prove if he's more than just an average guy. So how can you say, well, the Sixers just threw away a championship? You can't say. You can't say that because nobody knows about McCain. What we've seen so far is he's okay, but so I wouldn't make a big deal out of trading Jared freaking Kane. I mean, it's not like he just traded Luka, which the Mavericks did last year, and now they traded the guy they got back from him, AD, Anthony Davis, traded him to Washington. What a disaster of a trade. So anyway, I think people just need to relax on Jeremy McCain. Let's see how it works out in Oklahoma City. And OKC did this trade because SGA, their big player, got hurt the other night. And it looks like he's going to be out for a while. So they needed another guard. So the Sixers said, hey, we got this guy here, little Jeremy McCain. We'll give him to you. Give us some drops. That's what they did. So we'll see what happens. I would just say to everybody, relax. It's not like you traded Michael Jordan or something. So the other big news was Jeff Stoutland, the offensive line coach of the Eagles, just abruptly quit yesterday. He just resigned. Why? I don't know. There's all kinds of rumors floating around. Apparently, Outland, who had been with the Eagles about 13 years now. Well, yes, since the year 2013. I know. Why did he leave also? Maybe one of the best coaches in the history of the NFL. This offensive line coach has remained. I mean, Jason Kelsey, Jordan Milano, Lane Johnson. Think about all the great Eagles offensive linemen this guy coached in the years. Big loss. No matter what happened, big loss. Apparently, he was also in charge of the running game. And as we know, that didn't go too good this year. But maybe because Saquon Barkley just wasn't the player he was last year. He ran For over 2,000 yards. Plus, don't forget, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of running he did. The offensive line wasn't as good this year. So there are reasons why the running game didn't perform like it did last year. You could say, too, Tank Bigsby, who was the backup, had a great year as a backup. And so I don't know. There's got to be something internal going on there, too. Just like the Jared McCain thing. Had to be something internal. Maybe McCain wasn't working hard. Maybe it was too much social media. Maybe he didn't get along with the rest of the guys. Who knows? There was a reason why they traded. So I think there's a reason why Jeff Stoutland quit yesterday. So we'll find out. It'll come. But could it be something with him and Sirianni, the coach? What's going on in the front office? I mean, Nick Fangio almost retired. The defensive movement. Now you've got the offensive line, iconic coach quits. I mean, what's going on? It doesn't bode well for the Eagles because anytime you have flux with your coaches, assistant coaches, it is not good. Look what happened a couple of years ago. Eagles changed coordinators, had a bad season. Last year, Eagles, Nick Fangio takes over, defensive coach, things start to stabilize, right? So Eagles may be good this year, but it's got to hurt that they're losing one of their best coaches. And all this uncertainty, all this confusion, all this change, sometimes isn't good. So you got to worry. What's going on? Is it Sirianni? Is it the ownership? Howie Roseman? Are they just sick and tired of it? I don't know. But it was a shock. Jeff Stoutland, of all people, is that on the Eagles. The Eagles apparently want to keep him. They wanted to keep him as the offensive line guy, like usual, but he wanted to stay, from the reports, in charge of the running game. He said, no. And that's the difference. Apparently, there's a break in communication. A lot of times in this stuff, I mean, it's just like real life. Your boss and you may not be getting along, maybe not talking. Communication is so key in not only everyday life in the office, but in places like sports too. You have a break in communication. It's not good. You got to patch that up because it's not good. It's not good. So everything will come in the wash, as they say. But so all this is dominating Philadelphia sports. Luckily, the Phillies are getting past because while there's other turmoil goes on, the Phillies still aren't doing anything with the band to improve their team. And free agents, players are in the market is getting picked pretty clean. So it looks like the Phillies are going to run back what they have, which is not a good thing because these guys have not been able to do it. They haven't been able to win a world championship. And they have already proven that once in the playoffs, they can't get the job done. So, just, things going on. Just another normal day in the Philadelphia sports team. Another normal day. Anyway, I wanted to pop on and say hello. Tell you it is Shower with a Friend Day. Don't forget that. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of showers taking place today in the world, more than usual. Let's say you shower in the morning, and that's it. You're ready for the day. Shower late at night, you go to sleep. And there's probably showers are going to be going on all day today, all day. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I'll take a shower with my friend. It's going to happen. And you have an excuse. It's Shower with a Friend Day. Hey, it's not my fault. If whoever makes up the stupid calendar told me to. All right. Well, everybody, peace and love. I hope we have a little things start to calm down. Not only in the world, but on our sports scene here. Because I can't take the turmoil here. A lot of drama, too much drama. Don't need it. Don't need the drama. Don't need it. Anyway, so I'll be back again probably tomorrow, and we'll talk a little Super Bowl. Huh? How's that? See, talk about the Super Bowl, talk about the game a little bit. Not that you care. Oh yeah, oh, you're an Eagles fan. It's like I am. It's like who cares? The Eagles aren't in it, right? We got a little spoiled for last year. Eagles were in it. Eagles won it. This year, Eagles aren't in it. It's like, yeah, so what? So what? New England and who? Seattle. But anyway, so but we'll talk about the Super Bowl too, or Saturday, whenever I get on that. And so everybody have a great night and peace and love. I'll talk to you soon.